Good evening and welcome to another season of IHSAA Boys Basketball on the ISC Sports Network. Like my plate after a double helping of Thanksgiving tomorrow, these teams are coming in with a clean slate. 0-0 on the season. We get things tipped off. Again, 2023-24 IHSAA basketball, and we are live from Case Arena here in Frankfort, Indiana, as the Hot Dogs, one of the top 10 mascot names in the entire nation, play host to county rival, the Clinton Prairie Gophers. Tonight's game brought to us by Davis Comfort Solutions, providing residential and commercial HVAC installation, repair, maintenance in Central Indiana. By the Eagles Post 976. They are people helping people. By Day and Genda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. And by Fiber Hawk, fast, affordable Fiber Hawk. Our pregame show tonight brought to us by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, where they make the healthy choice the easy choice. My counterpart tonight is Joe Rook, former Frankfort high school basketball player himself. And I'm an alumni of Frankfort as well. I'm Sean Walker. We got the action for you here this evening. Joe, we look forward to this game every single year. It's the Gophers. It's the Hot Dogs. It's game one. What are you looking forward to tonight?
Absolutely, Sean. How could you not be excited for a lid lifter for Indiana high school basketball here in Case Arena? Rivals going at it, the first game, Frankfort, Clinton Prairie. We expect a really, really good, outstanding game tonight. Good crowd showing up here at Case. Keys tonight, when you look at Clinton Prairie, you got to start with Jake McGraw. A kid coming in, averaging basically 24 points a game last year. He can rebound. He can distribute the ball. He does a little bit of everything for Clinton Prairie. So obviously Clinton Prairie is going to look for him to ignite the Gophers and do what they do. So what does Frankfort do with Jake McGraw? We're going to man-to-man him, going to zone. So I think that's a huge key as how well Jake does in this game, because it's going to affect both teams. One of the big things that I always look for is turnovers. Coming in this game, of course, this is the first game, but last year Frankfort was averaging 14 turnovers a game, Prairie 11. So will that stay the same? Can both teams lower their turnovers? But you want to obviously limit those, give your maximum efficiency or your offensive efforts. And then the thing I'm going to look at tonight, out of your 10 starters, Sean, you have 7 seniors. So which seniors are going to play like seniors for both teams?
It is going to be important. There's a lot of experience out on the floor tonight. It's going to be fun to watch. Our keys of victory brought to us by Davis Comfort Solutions. Again, providing residential and commercial HVAC installation, repair, and maintenance all over Central Indiana. What about our impact player tonight, brought to us by JM Marketing Group? Does your advertising need to make an impact? Then contact JM Marketing and get plugged in today. Impact player, Alex Farley. Picked Alex tonight because this young man had some big games last year for the Hot Dogs. Averaged 8.3 points per game, but it was the three-point shooting I thought that really kind of carried him and sparked him at times a year ago. Absolutely.
That would be a great one for Frankfort. My impact player is going to be, I'm going to stick with what I talked about pregame, Jake McGraw for the Gophers. What's he going to be able to do tonight? Is Frankfort going to be able to slow him down? We shall see.
It's going to do it for our Healthy Communities of Clinton County pregame show. Again, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Make a real easy choice and stay tuned. We're going to step aside and take a break, and when we come back, it is a county rivalry you don't want to miss. It's the Hot Dogs, the Gophers, and it all happens right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday Bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience awaits.
At Day & Gannett Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day & Gannett Funeral Home, putting family first.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the bare necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
We welcome you back to beautiful Case Arena on a night that is affectionately called, and I'm going to keep this PG rated, HE Double Hockey Sticks Night. I don't know why they call it that. I think it's because the kids from college come back. They probably participate in who knows whatever, and they feel like that tomorrow for Thanksgiving lunch or dinner, of course. But, you know, it is what it is.
I've heard that term before. So, there probably is several past Frankfort, past Clinton Prairie students here tonight for the ball game.
Our starting lineups tonight for the Clinton Prairie Gophers and head coach Chad Peckinpah will be Alex Dean, Jake McGraw, Ryan Harsbarger, Lane Holliker, and Levi Osler. On the other side, for your Frankfort Hot Dogs and head coach Rick Scholl, it'll be Edwin Wainscott, Doug Wood, Kai Kirby, Jay Strode, and Alex Farley.
Sean, you and I were talking before the game that Wainscott, a name for Frankfort there, is a senior, played as a freshman, set out a couple years back this year, and I think Coach Scholl and the Hot Dogs are looking big things for him this year. So it's interesting to see him back out there, and let's see what he can do tonight.
Our officials tonight are presented by Aaron's Flooring, offering luxury vinyl plank, carpet installation, and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 601-4145 for a free quote. You see the names on the screen: Corbin Clark, Rob Couch, and Corbin Correa. The lights now will go out here at Case Arena. This is part of the new tradition here at Frankfort High School. They got the strobes rocking. What a great turnout tonight here for game number 1 of the IHSAA boys basketball season as we get things set to tip off here on the ISC Sports Network. Always excited. It always sets the tone for me. One, obviously being a Frankfort grad, but my kids went to Prairie, so I'm torn. I'm house divided here tonight. But it's so fun to come back and start the season with this game. Gets me amped up every single year.
You know, Sean, as long as I can remember, the night before Thanksgiving, Frankfort and Clinton Prairie have played. And I've been around 60-plus years, so that's a long time. And we've had a lot of good games over the years, so and we certainly don't expect anything different tonight.
For the Clinton Prairie Gophers, they've won 2 straight versus Frankfort, which is a rarity. 2 years ago, they got a win on Case Arena's floor, which is even more rare. That was the first time they had won here since 2005. And they're looking for back-to-back victories here on a foreign floor. The Hot Dogs under head coach Rick Scholl, their 3rd head coach in the last 3 seasons, is looking to get them started. That's an interesting point there with Coach Scholl. You know, 3 coaches, 3 years, that could be a problem for Frankfort. But I really don't expect that to be a problem tonight. And you would think that the Frankfort seniors, having now lost to Clinton Prairie 2 in a row, would come in tonight and say, hey, that's enough of that. Let's end this streak and get one of our own going here. Our sponsors tonight, we love them all. The Frankfort Eagles, Post 976. They've been serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. As a matter of fact, they've got Isaac Rudd and the Revolvers tonight. So after this game, go check out a Frankfort grad and his band. They're playing at the Eagles tonight as they take that one in. The address, 408 North Main Street in Frankfort.
Just a quick note here for our viewers. If you're interested, Clinton Prairie won the JV game 45-21.
Obviously setting the tone or trying to set the tone for the varsity. We went back to the locker room and probably told those varsity guys, hey, we got one. Let's go. It's your turn now.
Put the sweep on.
You'll see Jay Strode and Lane Holliker set to jump it up for each of these two teams. Strode wins the tip. That heads over to Kirby, and now Farley will set up the offense for Frankfort. Clinton Prairie comes out in that 3-2 matchup zone defense,
which has given teams fits over the last couple of years. Clinton Prairie runs that very effectively.
Got to be very patient with the basketball, move it quickly, but make crisp passes. Strode goes baseline, letting them play with contact early. Farley hits the three.
Great start for Frankfort, good ball movement. Farley knocks down his first shot at three.
We featured him in our pregame as one of our impact players to watch. Shot 40% beyond the arc a year ago. He's 100% early on now. The Gophers go for three. That one blocked. That was Wayne Scott.
Frankfort showed a little pressure there on the first pickup on Clinton Prairie.
Kirby, nice step through, but he can't complete the shot. And now a jump ball situation, and those are back-to-back plays where Wayne Scott is making hustle plays, Joe, and you can see why he's earned a role in that starting lineup.
Absolutely. That's why Coach Scholl is excited to have him back playing this year, getting his hands on the ball twice on the first two possessions.
Get it into McGraw, the heralded junior. He's had such an impact the last two seasons. There's not a lot of sophomores in the state that average almost 24 points a contest.
No, he has gotten a lot of experience past 2 years. Him coming in as a junior this year, almost like a senior for most players.
Had a career-high 37 points last season versus Tri-County, so he can fill it up quick. And I know the Hot Dogs have circled that, and I know that's why it was one of your keys to victory.
Yeah, and I noticed Frankfort's coming out man-to-man, picking everybody up, and looks like they're switching off of McGraw when they run him through the picks.
Spins out of the defense there from Kirby. Shot goes off the mark, and Wayne Scott with a rebound. Farley now looking to set it up. Wood goes corner. Looking for big things out of Strode this year are the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Farley, second three of the game. Same verse, same as the first, or however that saying goes. I think I butchered it, but
that's all right. We know what you were after. 2 for 2 on the threes for Farley. Great start for him and the Hot Dogs.
Second verse, same as the first. Here we go. I'll get it eventually. Wilson puts the ball on the deck. McGraw loses his footing. No traveling violation. They find Holliker. No. Fight inside, and McGraw gets the two.
There's McGraw showing one of his strengths, rebounding the basketball, putting it in for Prairie's first two.
They get this one into Wayne Scott. Wood looks down low. Strode to the corner. Kirby lets a three fly, and they are 3 for 3 beyond the arc.
Couldn't ask for much better start on the threes for the Hot Dogs. Quick 9-2 lead for Frankfort.
Holliker goes baseline. Kicks it out to McGraw. His shot short. Kirby the other way. Wood steps into one. This one's short. He was trying to join the party. Now pick up a foul here.
Good aggressive play by Doug Wood, trying to get back, get his hands on that rebound. A little too much of a bump there on Clinton Prairie. Ball out of bounds for the Gophers. Frankfort's first team foul.
This is Jacob Wilson with the basketball. Coming off the football season. He's one of the running backs and defensive backs for that Gopher football team. Holliker, nice spin move in the lane, and that was a big shot for the senior.
Nicely done. Very nice spin move.
Seeing good footwork there. 9-4. Wish those were my hours of business every day, but they're not. Strode inside, no. McGraw there for the rebound.
That's a play Strode as a senior needs to finish for Frankfort. Good move underneath there, faced up, just didn't get her down.
This will be Frankfort's possession.
No, noticing Frankfort wanting to pick up full court on the defense, one of the Coach Scholl's thing that he talked about for Frankfort this year is wanting to be a little more aggressive with the defense, picking up more full court, so not wasting any time in doing so are the Hot Dogs. Now Clinton Prairie showing a little bit of pressure out here. Nice pass and finish for Strode, his first two of the evening. Nice three-point shot made by Harshberger. Prairie's first three of the evening. And a steal.
Yeah, McGraw went for the dunk. Doesn't get it. Harshberger there to clean it up. So a quick 5 points for Harshberger.
After Frankfort's quick 9-2 start, Prairie right back in it here with Frankfort leading 11-9. A little over 3 minutes to go in your first quarter. Good steal by Farley.
Yeah, look ahead here. They give it back, Strode to the lane, and then a late whistle there. Looks like Osler is going to draw the foul. Or no, it's Ryan Harshberger.
Take a look at that. The Strode here on the layup didn't quite get it up there. To me, you know, Strode being nice, strong senior, all the action he's had, that's a play he's got to finish for Frankfort.
Strode at the line knocks down his first free throw attempt of the season. You know, the good and the bad thing about being a Frankfort grad, Joe, is the fact that there's a lot of Frankfort fans out there that have my number, and when things aren't live or working properly, they just start texting me.
Okay.
They couldn't make it to the game tonight, and they're like, hey, I can't watch. It's not working. What's going on? So thank you for having my back there for a little bit of time.
I wasn't quite as smooth as you were, Sean, but trying to keep the things moving right along here. 13-9, Dogs out in front.
As Caden Davis had checked in, you'll see a brace on his hand. He's dealing with a hand injury that's going to limit him. He's a normal starter. This one gets stuck.
Well, for Clinton Prairie so far, you've seen a shot here, a three-pointer to get wedged in between the rim and bankboard, and Jake McGraw missed the dunk, so the Gophers are getting all the nasties out of the way early.
And you got to think that only down 4, you'll take that with a couple of those, right?
Yes, you would.
Farley goes baseline. He finds Wayne Scott. He tees one up, and he knocks it down. Yeah. Where has Edwin Wayne Scott been all my life?
Good look by Farley. Drove the baseline. Kick out for three.
Know Edwin's father really well, Andy Wayne Scott, and the Wayne Scott family. He is a Prairie grad himself, as Holliker goes down the lane and uses glass for two. Good dish. Strode fouled here as Davis. We whistled for this one.
One thing Frankfort and Prairie doing right now are sharing the ball very evenly and well. They're making good cuts to the basket, looking for their teammates, setting them up for opportunities. I think Frankfort's sporting new uniforms for their home games this year, Sean.
They are. It looks like Prairie's got some new ones as well, so new duds all the way around.
Excellent.
Strode stays perfect at the line. 3 for 3 now on the night. At least I don't believe that's the same jerseys the Gophers wore a year ago. I did notice as broadcaster jinx was in effect there, apologize, Mr. Strode, that they had the candy stripe warm-up pants back. It's been a while.
They look good.
They look good, yeah. Davis hands off. McGraw, top of the key. This 3, no. Farley now looks to push. Both teams taking the ball off the rim and getting down the floor quickly. Kirby. Wayne's got that trap, able to dribble out. Kirby lets this three fly.
Good look.
You know, for Frankfort, you get a little bit concerned about them falling in love with the three as Harshbarger attacks and scores. Call that fool's gold every once in a while when you see a few go down early and then you just start chucking them, and
it can be.
If they don't continue to fall, it can be a problem.
What I do like for Frankfort, there are good open threes with ball movement. That was a luck out there for Frankfort that they didn't win a turnover.
It's a great point that you make.
But they're not forced right now. They're good open threes that within the movement of your offense, and you'll take that.
First quarter is just kind of flown by here with a minute left.
I have Frankfort that down for only their second turnover here in the first quarter. Prairie 1-2. So one of the keys we talked about, the turnovers first quarter, both teams doing very well.
This portion of our broadcast brought to us by the South Fork Restaurants. McGraw gets a bucket there. Dine in or carry out the South Fork Restaurant. We got daily lunch and dinner specials. Check them out at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry, or visit southforkpub.com for their latest menu options. McGraw with 4 points.
3 by Farley, down and in. Imagine Clinton Prairie look for the final shot here in your quarter. 26 seconds to go. What has been, as you say, a very fast-moving first quarter. Highly entertaining. Both teams up and down the floor.
Doug Wood drawing that assignment on McGraw. You know they're going to try to go to him. He gets it on the block. Wood's looking around like, what I do there? Just got caught a little bit out of position.
Just a little bit behind there. Jake McGraw, a very good ball player with his back to the basket, can do a lot of good things for Clinton Prairie. Opportunity for 2 free throws. Jake McGraw last year shot 77% from the foul line. Excellent free throw shooter.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Day and Genda Funeral Home, where they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know that when dealing with a loss, seeing a familiar face and being treated like family is important. For more information about the services Day and Genda Funeral Homes offer, please visit dayandgenda.com. McGraw shot 77% a year ago from the free throw line. He misses his first attempt this season. Misses both. Holliker battles down low, but Kirby comes out with it. Shots up. It would have been good if it gone. We saw one from half court going in the JV game earlier today. Nothing doing here. 17-15 your score after one. We'll step aside when we come back. More high school basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Indiana. This message presented by the IHSAA and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Davis Comfort Solutions, they understand that your comfort is important. They want you to be comfortable with every aspect of your service. Along with having a team of highly experienced technicians, Davis Comfort Solutions strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more information, visit them online at daviscomfortsolutions.com.
Oh, nice backdoor cut. Nice play set up by the Gophers, tying the game up at 17.
Jacob Wilson with his first field goal tonight. All knotted up at 17 apiece, as Joe alluded to a minute ago, and now a fight for the ball down low, and it'll be a jump. Possession stays with the Hot Dogs. One thing I've noticed since Caden Davis came into the game is it's gotten a lot more scrappy down there between him and Strode. Something to keep an eye on. They throw it up. Strode off the inbounds. Great move.
Nice move there. Good to see Frankfort use Strode in his height.
7 points early on for Strode. Had a nice season a year ago, averaged a little over 14 points per contest, but he only played in 15 of the 24 games. That's something the Hot Dogs hope that they can remedy this year and keep him on the floor.
One thing Frankfort needs is for Jay Strode to play each and every game.
19-17, 2-point lead for the Hot Dogs as Holliker checks out. Dean checks into the game. They go corner. Harshbarger, he's got his second three. Getting quite a bit of offensive production out of the juniors so far tonight. Wayne Scott looks for Strode. Davis able to play the passing lane and keep it alive.
Good hustle by the Gophers on their defense. That defense working well for the Gophers.
Little two-man game with Wilson and Harshbarger. Floater off the side of the backboard. Loose ball on the floor. Wayne Scott's in there. Davis in there. Bodies flying.
Possession arrow favors the Gophers on this one.
It's number 5, Carson Hale, in there for Frankfort that took a tumble there a moment ago. Davis will go back and take a break here as Wilson comes out as well. Levi Osler and Holliker check back in for the Gophers. Go to McGraw. Farley draws the assignment now on defense, and McGraw plays through contact, gets a bucket.
McGraw going to get the ball in that low. Going to be hard to handle for the Hot Dogs. Jake McGraw doing a nice job underneath.
A little bit of a scoring run here for the Gophers as they get 7 quick points to start the second quarter. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by the Healthy Communities of Clinton County, where the coalition is committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, systems, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. What are you seeing here from the last few minutes from the Gophers that it's kind of turned this thing around?
Opportunity to get the ball down low, getting some easy shots. Frankfort had done a good job in that first quarter, keeping Prairie kind of out on the perimeter. Prairie able to get some shots down low, knocking them in, gaining some confidence, up 22-19. One of our keys, Sean, that we looked at, impressive first quarter for turnovers. Frankfort only 2, Clinton Prairie 1 on turnovers, and that's for your first game of the year. That's impressive for both teams.
Yeah, that's pretty rust-free.
Yeah.
You always worry about what you're going to see, and I was with you. I'm impressed with the offensive flow, production, and ball movement from both of these squads. They came in really prepared.
Yeah. For first game, they looked very smooth in that part of the game.
Case Arena with a great crowd tonight as well. A nice turnout here for game number 1 of the season for these two Clinton County teams. Farley, the kick out. This 3 on the way and splashed. How about that? Big shooter Lucas Wagner.
New face in for the Hot Dogs. Lucas Wagner knocks down his first 3 of the game. Lucas Wagner, a sophomore, playing his first game for the Hot Dogs varsity.
Little tough to see those numbers being white on white like that. But
yeah, because I was glad to hear you say the name, because I was having a struggle picking it up. So
it was a gamble. I didn't even know if I was right until he got down the other end of the floor. Osler finds Harshbarger. Miss McGraw. They swing cross court. Holliker steps into a 3. No. Ooh, McGraw about got his legs taken out from under him.
Got his feet down in the time there for no injury. But Jake McGraw once again here on the replay showing his strength for the Gophers, getting an offensive rebound. He can do a little bit of everything for them.
That's the second personal foul called on Kai Kirby, so something to keep an eye on. And Coach Scholl's going to pull him here.
You see if he, you would think Kirby being a senior, he could play a few more minutes with having 2 fouls.
McGraw able to catch over the top and use his size. He's got 8. Now a hand check foul here on Alex Dean. Dean, the senior. Talked about these two teams being really experienced, and you look at the Gophers, they returned 90% of last year's offensive production. 6 players came back and played a ton of playing time last year, and Frankfort, they're kind of in that same boat. What you saw is what you got. They came back again.
Yeah, both teams have players that have seen the court for extensive minutes at varsity, so.
Farley with the catch. Goes behind the back, little fancy dribbling, and not going to get a travel here, and I'm going to tell you why, folks. He was able to put the ball down and dribble as he went to the floor.
Absolutely. That was an interesting play. Here we go. Let's take a look at that.
Right here, could have been grab dribble.
Could have been a trip on Prairie. Frankfort didn't get that call, but he did keep the dribble alive, as Sean was alluding to. Avoid the turnover.
After further review, I'm going to say the elbow is down. They were short of the first down.
Yeah.
Davis looking for help.
What do we got?
Now a timeout for Clinton Prairie, as they didn't like the pressure that came there and the way that they were responding to it. This timeout brought to us by JM Marketing. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on charging stations in a public setting with a continuous flow of traffic. Charging stations have the advertising impact of a highway billboard at the fraction of a cost. Deliver your message to a captive audience that is relaxed, receptive, and ready to respond. For more information, visit jmmarketinggroup.com. Get plugged in today. This timeout also brought to us by Aaron's Flooring. They offer luxury vinyl plank carpet installation and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com. Give them a call at 601-4145 and get yourself a free quote.
One thing I've noticed just by looking around Case Arena, it looks like for the Frankfort student section has a little more kids in there than what I've seen the past few years. That's a good thing to see.
You want Case Arena to be the place to be, especially on Friday nights here in Indiana. Try to bring this tradition of a great storied program in the Frankfort Hot Dogs. They've been trying to find that rhythm over the last few years, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see this crowd. Hope the attendance continues.
They've had changes in coaches, and you get another look at the replay there in the hip check. But they've only had 2 winning seasons in the last 10 years, and that's just not something that goes along. It's not synonymous with Frankfort Hot Dog basketball.
No, you look at the John Milholland court here. Coach Milholland had several teams that had winning records, so, yeah, you're right.
This is a Frankfort team that, traditionally would put up 18, 16, 18 wins a season, or 20. I mean, they had quite a few.
Absolutely. On that replay there, you saw that Frankfort gets the ball down low to Strode. He's going to warrant a couple players from the Gophers on him right away. Strode turned down the 15-footer. Frankfort reloads.
A 2-point game, 5 minutes to go before the half. This 3 from the corner off the mark. As Wagner was trying to knock down his second 3 of the game. McGraw all the way to the bucket, going through a bevy of hot dogs. Now some conversations taking place there. A little, hey, how you doing? How's your family? What are you having for Thanksgiving tomorrow?
Absolutely. Jake McGraw kind of made his mind up as he passed the half court there, Sean. He was headed to the basket. Opportunity for 2 free throws where he missed his first 2, I believe, of the evening. Shooting 77% last year, that's very unusual.
It's his first one to fall here tonight. 9 points now for McGraw. Young man that had some really good scoring games a year ago. 6 times he was 30-plus points last season. He gets 1 of 2 in this trip. Having a little trouble shooting from the free throw line here in Case. Farley with a scoop shot up and under. Hale back to Farley.
Good pass. Good
Strode there. Davis with the block.
Good movement or good play on both teams here. Strode, good offensive rebound. Davis, good swat. Looks at Strode and says, Hey.
We're throwing a block party tonight.
Hey, we're doing a block party tonight.
We're closed down from Mash to Williams Road. Hale inbound. Shot up by Farley, contact, no foul called, and Farley's looking to coach like, what do I do?
I thought I had a foul there, but I think that was a good no call. Farley kind of had lost his momentum there a little bit, kind of lost his footing. Good no call.
Two teams, 10 players on the floor at a time that are playing really hard. Farley with some fancy dribbling. Steps back, lets a three fly.
Now that's a shot there that I'm not sure Colt Scholl would approve of. That might have been Frankfort's first three that I thought wasn't in the flow of the offense and kind of forced one up.
Coach Scholl's going to take a timeout. Now let's us take a moment to thank Mulberry Telecommunications and tell you about the partnership between the ISC Sports Network and Hot Dog TV. If you didn't know, Mulberry Telecommunications owns the ISC Sports Network. They partner with Hot Dog TV to be the go-to place for live hot dog athletics. You can catch your hot dogs all season long on the ISC Sports Network apps, social media platforms like X, Twitch, YouTube, and see events produced by the Frankfort students in cooperation with ISC. ISC Sports Network, local lives here. Mulberry Telecommunications, that's the best gig in town. I want to give shout out and love to our tremendous Hot Dog TV crew tonight, bringing you the replays, the camera, the graphics, a little bit of everything. Joe and I, we're just doing the easy lifting. They're doing all the heavy lifting.
That's right. You are right, Sean. This is when you get good shots like you're seeing here on replays, makes our job a lot easier.
A first quarter that flew by. The second quarter,
a little more drag
to
it.
Yeah, a little more whistles, more timeouts.
Yep, a little more stuff to it.
3-point game, Gophers leading Frankfort. It was a 7-8 point lead early for Frankfort. The Gophers have come back to erase that.
Frankfort hopped out to that quick 9-2 lead, knocking down three-pointers, the first three shots quickly, but since then Prairie has found their footing and up 25-22, 4 minutes to go.
McGraw dribbles into traffic. They get it back to Ewing. Ewing, a familiar face, both with Prairie and Frankfort as he's played in both places. Alex Dean gets the three.
Got the friendly hop on the three-point shot there.
Ewing trying to play the passing lane. For Nick Ewing, he played at Prairie through his 8th grade season and then came to Frankfort last year. And now back in the Prairie program.
Gophers looking for Ewing to provide some depth on the team for the Gophers this year.
Hale puts the ball on the deck. Good ball movement from Frankfort. They get it inside to Strode. Strode blocked by Osler from behind, but a little bit of contact as well.
Frankfort again showing good movement.
Yeah, got him on top of the head.
Hale looked good move there. Found Strode. Strode opportunity for 2 free throws.
I'm going to say this. This is the most, or the crispest, if that's the word I'm looking for, ball movement I've seen out of Frankfort in a handful of years.
Yes, I agree. It's very, very good to see that. I think you'll have good things continue for Frankfort with their offense if you continue to do that.
Moving the basketball, making the defense work. They're finding shooters opposite side. They're getting it inside to Strode. They still trail here by 5, but
I think they're getting the shots they want.
For sure. Strode having a nice offensive night here in the first half. And 9 points as he approaches double digits. Poked out from behind by Farley. I think Wagner took the worst of that when he caught the ball off the face there.
I think you're right. That was a shot there.
Now the foul on Wilson.
You can see him kind of riding Farley pretty hard out there on midcourt. Kind of hard to hide that when you're out in the middle of the floor, that bumping.
Now here's something new for fans at home. A new rule this year, 5 fouls in a quarter now equals 2 shots. There's no more 1-and-1s in high school basketball. The fouls reset every quarter. I don't know that I'm a fan of it yet, but it might grow on me.
I kind of agree with that. I will miss the one-on-ones to that excitement for the game, but you're right.
It changes the strategy a little, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me like a little holiday stubble. You never know.
Harley knocks down 2 free throws.
28-26. Frankfort pulls back to within 2. They go Wilson, corner. He got the 3.
Good setup by McGraw. Good bounce pass over to Wilson. Knocked down his first 3 of the evening.
He got 5 points, right on his average from a season ago. This ball knocked loose. And I know that Coach Peckinpah has to be a little excited about that, Joe, because last year it did feel like you saw a lot of McGraw. I mean, at 24 points a game, the next score was Holliker with 7.
Yes.
And so they're getting a lot more balance tonight.
Absolutely.
McGraw's getting his, but other players are contributing.
Yeah. And that obviously, that being the case, McGraw will find, I think, whoever has a hot hand for the Gophers that night, other than himself, McGraw will find him.
Wayne Scott with 4 points. Knocked down the 3 early on. We've seen him come up with some loose balls. He goes 1 of 2 in this trip. Prairie looking to build on that 4-point lead.
Nice
Wilson
job.
splits the D.
Nice job. Frankfurt defense kind of opened up there like the Red Sea. Wilson took it down the lane for 2.
Try to force it inside, and that pass not as crisp, taken away by the Gophers. They look ahead.
Gophers give it right back.
Good hustle that time from the big man. Strode getting back on the play.
Good to see Jace put out the effort to get back on defense.
Under 2 minutes before the half. Make sure you stay tuned at the half. We'll give you our Day in Ginda Funeral Home halftime show. Go over our Fiber Fast halftime highlights as Strode gets the up and under.
Again, a nice entry feed there by Carson Hale, giving Strode opportunity for 2 points, knocks him down.
Now a turnover on the Gophers as Wilson stepped or dribbled on the baseline. And a timeout taken by the Gophers as they want to talk it over here. A couple of empty possessions the last few trips, and Peck's going to talk about ball security. What we want to talk about right now, though, is FiberHawk. Now available FiberHawk fiber internet with super fast speeds, no more buffering. Perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or give them a call at 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk.
As you said, ball security there. Clinton Prairie turning it over the last 2 opportunity times that they had the ball. They have done very well with the turnovers. That's only their 4th of the evening, and Frankfort has 4 turnovers as well. So both teams still taking good care of the basketball. Here we're seeing a few of the plays earlier. Again, that was Carson Hale making a good pass to Strode and a finish by Strode underneath for his 10th point of the game.
For Frankfort, they'll play again next Friday, December 1st. A little bit of break over the holiday here. They'll take on the number 14th ranked team in 2A. Say that 5 times fast. The Tipton Blue Devils will come to town.
Tipton usually has, and they've had a strong program for quite a few years. That'll be a tough one for the Dogs here.
They turn around the very next night and get a back-to-back as they'll host Western. So 3 straight home games to start the season for Frankfort. So if there's a bright side to any of that, it's you at least get to do it in front of your home fans.
Absolutely. Frankfort looking to get off to a fast start this year, get a couple victories under the belt.
For these Gophers, we'll see them again next Friday night as well, and that one will be on our airwaves with the ISC Sports Network. It'll be a varsity doubleheader versus Sheridan. We'll have the girls game for you at 6 o'clock with the boys to follow. Nice job there by Wagner. And now the offensive foul on Strode.
Take a look at, see if we can get time to look at that. Strode, yeah, I guess. I didn't see that live action. The Clinton Prairie Gopher had position there and Strode banged into him. Good call.
You don't see a lot of players anymore these days pull up and take that little 5-footer. So they either drive in to try to get the contact, and I know analytics tells them that's the play to make, but, man, Calvert Cheney's the all-time leading scorer in the Big Ten because he would pull up baseline instead of over driving and commit that charge. McGraw down low, and one opportunity. Another look here. Great job playing through the contact, and you can see the emotion.
Yep. Jake can do that. Clinton Prairie, I think, in this quarter, making a more conscious effort to get him the ball down underneath, trying to do some damage, and it's working.
I think this game doesn't mean something isn't fun tonight. Big Blue's out. They even got the mascot here.
He's out.
Out taking pictures with the kids.
Making the laps.
McGraw gets the and one, completes the and one there. The largest lead of the game for the Gophers. Wagner 3, and he gets it to go.
Big shot for Frankfort.
Lucas Wagner making his name known here. Now for the Hot Dogs, you can get a stop. You can get a stop here, maybe get a takeaway. Get one more bucket and tighten this thing up before the half. Gophers will attempt to hold for one, though. Also just set a man-sized screen there. He's a big kid. McGraw slips, wet spot on the floor there.
Lost his footing. Turnover for the Gophers, giving Frankfort an opportunity here right before half to knock into that 4-point lead.
You always worry about an injury that comes from that, too. He looked like he grabbed the groin area there as he went to the floor, but he seems to be moving okay. Farley in the corner, loses it, but loses it right to Wayne Scott. Wagner with a tough angle to get that one off, and your score headed into the break, 36-32. Hey, wait a minute.
I think we had a foul called.
Don't leave the floor just yet. They did. They called the foul.
I think they did. I think McGraw's going to pick up a foul on that three-point shot by Wagner right at the horn there before halftime.
Now the official's going to talk to him, and this is an emphasis that they're doing at all levels of basketball. It's allowing the shooter room to come down. McGraw continued to close out even through the shot there, and that's what created the contact.
It wasn't a lot of contact for sure. But the officials are they?
They're going to put .3 on the clock.
Yeah, bringing people back on the line.
And now we'll get to see what Wagner looks like from the free throw line, as this is his first look at varsity action. Already with 2 threes in the game, making his presence felt. .10 sophomore misses the first. Could still make it a 2-point game headed into the break if he can knock these down. This one rattles out as well. Maybe a little nerves here for the young man.
That's probably, as a sophomore stepping up here in his first varsity action, a little nerves. Yeah, I think you're right, Sean.
Gets 1 of 3 from the line. That shot no good. 36-33. Now your score as we actually head to the break. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few minutes with your Day in Ginda Funeral Home halftime show.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
As a healthcare facility, providing top-notch care should be your number one goal. However, patient experience and overall satisfaction should be a top priority as well. You see, in addition to your patients, you also have an obligation to the family and friends who attend appointments, sit for hours in waiting rooms, or spend days at your facility awaiting a loved one to be discharged. The last thing that they want or need to be concerned about is how or where to charge their cell phone, tablet, or smart device when trying to keep loved ones up to date. This is where JM Marketing comes in. Our fully customizable charging station allows you to promote your facility or patient portals while providing a courtesy to those who spend time in your facility. Our charging stations provide full speed, multi-device charging capabilities while utilizing energy-efficient technology. And the best part? They charge nearly 100% of devices. They fit anywhere and go everywhere. A simple yet practical way to enhance the overall experience you provide, and that is a reason for everyone to celebrate. For more information, contact sales at JM Marketing to get plugged in today.
At Day and Ginna Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Ginna Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back to our Day and Ginna Funeral halftime show where they put family first. It is 36-33, Clinton Prairie on top of the Frankfort Hot Dogs here at the half. Joe Rook, Sean Walker on the call for you here tonight for the ISC Sports Network. And Joe, we saw a fantastic first half of action, a great turnout for the crowd, and atmosphere is kind of electric here in Case tonight.
I think it's a good crowd. Yeah, absolutely. You would expect that for a Frankfort Clinton Prairie game. I tell you this, Sean, the thing I was impressed with that first half is both teams took care of the ball. They seemed, for the first game, everybody seemed to get the jitters out pretty quick. Everybody settled into what they were trying to do, and it was a good first half. Clinton Prairie up 36-33 at halftime here. Jake McGraw, the player that you would expect Clinton Prairie or the Gophers who would lead them. He had 12 points in that first half. Ryan Harshbarger chipped in with 10, and Jay Strode led the Hot Dogs in that first half with 11 points. So some of the players that you would expect to lead their team did so.
Yeah, you're getting some balanced scoring. You said McGraw with 12, Harshbarger with 10, Jacob Wilson also chipped in with 7. On the other side, you mentioned Strode. Farley's got 8, and Lucas Wagner off the bench with 7 points tonight. Been kind of a spark plug here for the Hot Dogs as they've struggled to score a little bit. As Kirby with only 3, Wood has not scored yet this evening, and so for the second half, you would hope for Coach Scholl he can get those other guys going as well.
Absolutely. Kirby picked up his second foul early there in the second quarter. Had to take a seat. He did not come back in that quarter. And as you mentioned, Lucas Wagner picked up some of that slack there, scoring 7 first-half points for the Hot Dogs.
We'll take a break in our Day and Ginna Funeral Home halftime show. When we come back, we'll get you your FiberHawk, FiberFast halftime highlights.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby, yo. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader, learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Just under 4 minutes to go here before we get started with third quarter action, so we're still in our day and getting a halftime show. But as the Fiber Fast halftime highlights roll, Joe, what did you like there early on from some of these plays that we're seeing?
Well, I think for Frankfort, you really enjoyed them getting an opportunity to knock down some three-pointers when the game started. Last couple of years, Frankfort hasn't been very consistent shooting threes. It was good to see them get off to a hot start there. I think as the game settles in and the second half, what we're going to look at for Frankfort, I think the bread's going to be better by getting the ball underneath for Strode. I really think that's where he's going to do well, and he needs to help Frankfort carry through. But they still need to knock down those threes, or at least attempt those threes when they're open, when they're there. For Clinton Prairie, they're going to continue to feed the ball to McGraw. He does everything really well for them, so I don't see anything changing there for the Gophers second half. And McGraw does a good job finding open teammates, and they've done a good job of knocking those shots down in the first half.
Joe, I know, obviously, playing here at Frankfort like you did during your playing days, and then getting to play collegiately as well, I wanted to get your take on the news about the Sagamore Conference kind of breaking up and a couple, 2 or 3 teams going out. They're going to take on a new name. 5 of the teams stay, I guess, and they bring in, North Putnam, Cascade, and I'm trying to remember who the other one, Greencastle.
Is that who? I didn't know about Greencastle. I had heard the other schools possibly. Is that a set deal?
I believe so. I think it's
okay. Yeah, I kind of have mixed emotions. You kind of like to see the rivalries that you build up over the years stay, but I guess that doesn't mean that if Lebanon, Danville, Tri-West are out of the conference now, or what the conference that Frankfort's going to be looking at, will they stay on the schedule?
You got to keep Lebanon.
You would assume that Frankfort Lebanon would continue to play because they've been rivals for so long. But for Frankfort, in looking at the conference, Sean, for all your sports, maybe this is a good thing. Lebanon is going to continue to grow. An opportunity to get better in sports and where you have more kids to choose from, where Frankfort maybe doesn't have that opportunity as Lebanon, maybe Tri-West and Danville also. So I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on that. I hate to see it, but I understand.
Eventually it'll become the new norm, right? But until then, it's one of those changes, and I'm that old guy saying get off my lawn. I like things to stay the way they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to do it for our halftime show. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, third quarter action. It's Frankfort and Clinton Prairie, 36-33 at the break.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience awaits.
Start of our third quarter here tonight at Case Arena. John Milholland Court. Sean Walker calling the action for you. Joined by Joe Rook. Little precursor to Thanksgiving tomorrow. We're getting a sports feast tonight. Tomorrow we get the actual meal, along with hopefully seeing the Cowboys get beat in football. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
I think you did. The Cowboys fans, that was Sean saying that.
How impressive, I know we're doing high school basketball tonight, but how impressive have the Detroit Lions been this year? How about
They've
that?
looked very good, absolutely. I think historically they've struggled on Thanksgiving Day, but probably not tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. Frankfort, on that first possession, picked up man-to-man. They have been in a man-to-man defense the entire game.
So no adjustment there defensively, at least on first possession. They look down low to Strode. He's battling against Osler. McGraw comes out with it quick the other way, attacks the bucket and leaves it short. Holliker to Wilson, gets the score, and
good ball movement there underneath the basket by the Gophers.
If you're Coach Scholl, you got to be a little upset there that the only players back were in black uniforms.
Yes, that's true. That's a good point.
You just came out of a halftime break. Everyone should be well rested. Wayne Scott to Farley.
Frankfort making a concentrated effort to get the ball underneath to Strode. Thought they might.
Farley, no. Wood taps, trying to keep it alive. Wilson hits the floor.
Prairie on a run out.
Holliker a little Euro step, and he gets the two.
Prairie, good start for the Gophers. Quick 4 points, up 40-33.
7-point lead. Coach Peckinpah, athletic director Peckinpah, he's coached tonight. Up applauding his team's effort early here in the third. Farley, baseline jumper, puts it up. No, Wayne Scott there with another rebound. Kirby lets a three fly.
Way off the mark.
Now the Gophers can stretch the lead to double digits in this possession. McGraw's going to take a little air out of the basketball here for a moment and reset. Harshbarger cuts. No, Strode with the block. McGraw comes up with the 50-50 ball, and he's got 14.
Colt Scholl for the Hot Dogs. Hand on head, decided to take that timeout.
Now Frankfort looks a little frustrated, maybe at the lack of no calls during some contact there, but I feel like the officiating's been pretty clean tonight. I mean, it's been both ways.
I don't think any team has garnered any advantage over one over the other.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know that when dealing with a loss, seeing a familiar face and being treated like family is important. Day and Ginda Funeral Home will serve your family in a unique and loving way and provide the care you need. For more information on the services Day and Ginda Funeral Homes offer, please visit dayandginda.com. You've seen their commercial running tonight. They also have Norm the Therapy Dog. He's great.
I think that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing.
Comes around, loves on you a little bit.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, for Day and Ginda, they're doing a little participation in the 12 Days of Christmas this year. Going to win a free bike. More information will be coming from that if you listen to Wilo.
Kirby put up a shot there. Looked like it was deflected, came up short. Doug Wood scrapping underneath, pick up that foul. First team foul for Frankfort, one for the Gophers here in the second half. If you're a hot dog fan, you hate to see the Frankfort fall in that double-digit deficit here.
Contact in the lane, and now a blocking foul on Kirby. You can see they're just not set.
Just not quite set, absolutely. The correct call.
Wood with 3 fouls has got to come back out. He set a lot of time there in the first half because he picked up 2. He's got 3. Kai Kirby also has 3. He stays on the floor momentarily.
Again, as we mentioned that first half with Kirby, as much basketball as he's played, you would think he could be able to do so with 3 fouls.
Nearly taken away by Wayne Scott. McGraw leaves it short, but nobody blocks out Harshbarger. He's got 12.
Air ball turns into a good thing for the Gophers.
Kirby puts it on the deck. Frankfort playing a lot of hero ball right now, Joe, where it's one pass and a shot or ball handler bringing it up, driving to the bucket.
Frankfort seems to be a little out of sort or a little frustrated here on the offensive end. Coach Phil making a couple substitutions here, trying something a little different. Bring in Carson Hale and Wagner at the same time.
Hale and Wagner giving Frankfort good minutes to start this first game of the season tonight, and there's a foul. Holliker on the reach. There's the reach and foul. He looked over at coach and said, my bad.
My bad. So the Hot Dogs putting their faith in a couple sophomores here, and Hale and Wagner out on top.
Loose ball. Osler on the floor. Took it away from Strode. And right now, Frankfort's getting outworked. Harshbarger puts the shot up. He drew the shoulder contact there.
Absolutely. Frankfort still stuck on 33 about halfway through this quarter. It was a 36-33 game at half. Now it's 44-33 Gophers with the opportunity to stretch up just a little bit more. Free throw line.
Harshbarger knocks it down. It's his first free throw attempt of the night. 75% shooter a year ago. Junior looking to log some big minutes this year for the Gophers. Leaves this one short.
Hot Dogs in need of a basket badly.
Swing it around the outside. Wagner back to Hale. Hale looking for help. It comes around the top of the screen there. The top of the key, excuse me, and then Farley going to draw the foul on the drive.
Farley put his head down, headed to the basket. Frankfort definitely needing some action on the offensive end right now, Sean.
Saw very crisp ball movement in the first half. It was leading to open shots. They were catching Prairie in rotation and finding Strode down low.
A little more. I think Frankfort's doing the right thing and looking for Strode, but Prairie obviously is thinking the same thing because as soon as Strode gets the ball, they're sending 2 or 3 players after him immediately.
Farley gets both. I have been impressed with Strode's mental game tonight. He has not gotten – they've tried to rough him up. You can tell the Gophers have come out to be physical with Strode, with Osler and Davis. As Wilson lets the 3 fly, but Strode has not lost his cool tonight.
And we have seen that in the past, so.
Drive down the lane, big block from Holliker, but caught him with the body down low.
Carson Hale, I think, doing a good job for a guard. You go in there, make the official make a call, go to the basket, got the foul, opportunity for 2 free throws.
That's 3 fouls now on Holliker. Hale misses the free throw. These are minutes that normally you would see Wood and Kirby out there, but with them being in foul trouble right now, you're seeing Hale and Wagner log some minutes here for this varsity squad. Not that they're not in the rotation, but they're being asked to play a lot tonight.
Yes.
Hale gets 1 of 2. 9-point game. You can see the junior and McGraw very patient, taking his time, working the ball up the floor. They're going to switch up, and they put Farley on McGraw. A foul on Wagner here as he goes for the block.
Let's take a look here on the replay.
A lot of basketball there.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, I thought live that was a lot of ball there, but that was right in front of the official, the man with the whistle. Thought he got some arms, so to the line he goes.
Good veteran crew tonight with Corbin Clark, Rob Couch, and Corbin Cruea. Back to a 10-point game as Harshbarger hits the first of two. Gets them both. What a nice start to the junior season here. 15 points for Ryan Harshbarger. Whose father was a hot dog, by the way. I want to just throw that out there. A lot of crossover in the county now.
That happens. I think this zone is baffling the Hot Dogs a little more than it did the first half. Frankfort having a hard time getting the ball where they want it. Kudos to the Gophers on their defense.
Farley with a deep three. Man, they needed that. That is a big shot from Alex Farley. It's one of those that you say no, no, no.
I was going to say.
Until it goes.
I'm not sure that's what the coach really wanted, but obviously we'll take it.
8-point game. Harshbarger's three rattles out. Chance to cut into the lead a little more. They go to Strode quickly down the floor. And Strode.
Good catch and shoot by Strode.
Coach Peckinpah looking for a foul there, but I'm going to tell you, they've been bodying Strode quite a bit tonight. All he did there was give it back to him.
Yeah. I think that was a good no call.
And that's all you can ask of the officials, right? Is call it the same way both ways down the floor as McGraw dials up a three.
That was a dagger for the Hot Dogs there. Good shot by McGraw.
His first beyond the arc this season. He leads all scorers with 17. Wagner from the corner. And a battle down low, and they're going to call Harshbarger for the foul here. Well, if you're Coach Stoll, you got to be excited with the way that these younger players are giving you solid minutes.
Absolutely,
that's a textbook box out right there.
They're making a play, and it's good to see that the youngster Hale get the call on that, get rewarded for doing the box out.
Kirby comes
trying to come back
into the game.
Got the 5 team fouls on the Gophers, so Carson Hale will shoot free throws.
Hale gets the first. And now your substitutions come in as, well, at least one. Ewing comes in. Kirby trying to come in for the shooter here. 8-point contest. Hale gets them both. 3 points for the sophomore. Kirby back in with the 3 fouls. Going to look to log some big minutes here down the stretch for the Hot Dogs. McGraw tries a handoff to Harshbarger.
Frankfort being very aggressive with their man-to-man out high on the Gophers offense here.
Get it over to Dean. He hit one earlier. This one draws nothing but air. Going the other way now. Frankfort almost turns it over.
Hot potato. Frankfort maintaining.
Strode up and under. Leaves that one just a little short.
Frankfort had a good look. Didn't cash in.
Strode turned that time. I thought maybe if he stood his ground, he might draw the charge.
Yeah, but when he turned his shoulder, he was done. Correct call by the official.
Tonight's game brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, where they've been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are, what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Again, Isaac Rudd and the Revolvers playing there tonight.
You going up there, Sean?
I will not be, unfortunately.
No, we're not be up there tonight. Okay. All right. You got to go help make the dressing for tomorrow, correct?
there's turkeys going in the oven and all that good stuff. And
I understand.
no, our family, unfortunately, lost someone near and dear to us this week, and so we're kind of huddling around loved ones as best we can.
That's what families are for.
Always tough to lose somebody right before the holidays.
Absolutely.
Loose ball. Kuzmik's into the game for the first time here for the Gophers. It's a 9-point lead. Wilson with it out top.
Very content on working the ball for the last shot of the quarter.
See a veteran coaching move here too, buying some time for Jake McGraw. He got him out there. As the clock runs down on third, and he'll get the break heading into the fourth, and then I'll bet you see McGraw back on the floor. Wilson goes one-on-one, leaves it just a little short. Good defense from Farley. It is a 9-point game as we head into the fourth quarter here on the ISC Sports Network. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
At Day and Gannett Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Gannett Funeral Home, putting family first.
Voted the #1 best venue in the Midwest, Willow Creek is conveniently located outside of Frankfort, Indiana, with easy access to Lafayette, Zionsville, Noblesville, and Carmel. The 1800s historic rustic barn is situated on 8 acres, providing an all-natural, picturesque setting for the barn wedding you've always dreamt about. The barn at Willow Creek offers more than just an enchanted setting for your big day, but provides an unforgettable experience for you, your family, and friends. Schedule your tour today or visit them online at thewillowcreekbarn.com. Clinton Prairie starts out with possession here in the fourth quarter. They look down low to McGraw. Dean, corner. Nolan McGraw there for the offensive rebound. Active hands by Wood. Frankfort comes away with the steal.
Frankfort needing the turnover there. Good job by the Dogs. Both teams now with 7 turnovers for the game, so that's a very low number. Very impressive for both teams. 7 turnovers.
Getting so amazed with that being the first game of the year. Normally it's sloppy.
Yeah, that's not the case at all.
These two teams are prepared, and both coaches talked about the off-season work and that everybody had bought in, not just on the floor and showing up, for workouts, but in the weight room. They've bulked up. They've gotten stronger. You can see that. These are two well-built teams out here tonight. And in great shape already here, game 1. Wood with the steal. Layup the other way, and Doug Wood's on the scoreboard.
Good steal by Wood. The lift the Hot Dogs need there, getting it down to 52-45.
Doug Wood, a friend of the program. You can catch him broadcasting some games during girls basketball action this season on the ISC Sports Network. Want to pursue a degree in communications after school. McGraw loses the handle there, and it'll be Frankfort ball.
2 quick turnover there on the Gophers. See if Frankfort can cash in. Wood got the steal. Now a turnover. McGraw just lost the handle. See if the Hot Dogs can cash in for a second time.
Farley hit one a moment ago for the Hot Dogs. That one off, loose ball, scramble. Both players hitting the floor. Scorer's bench even moves a little bit.
Both teams showing excellent hustle there. Wood and 22 for the Gophers.
Wilson. They'll adjust the scores table and get things set back.
Everybody's moving forward. Here we go.
Mr. Stock will fix his roster and his notes down there. One of the best PA voices in the business. Wayne Scott, big three for Frankfort, and he rattles it home.
The second three of the evening. That was a big shot for the Hot Dogs, drawing within 4 points.
And now a timeout taken by Coach Peckinpah and these Clinton Prairie Gophers. Our fourth quarter tonight brought to us by Ardente Dental, where they offer high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or have been with them for years, they are here to serve you. Give them a call at 654-7222 or visit them online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. Well, Joe, one of these teams are going to be smiling at the end of this one tonight. And one of them's going to go home thinking, man, what could have been?
Yeah.
This has been a fantastic opening night of basketball.
Absolutely. Both teams, I think, have played not exceptional well, but both teams have played well. Frankfort, I thought, was a little, a little out of sorts on their offensive end there in that third quarter, but I think you got to tip your hat to the Gophers' defense for a lot of that, Sean. That zone has caused many teams a problem.
We've seen some strategic timeouts taken by Coach Peckinpah throughout this game, and the Gophers have responded almost every time and pushed that lead back to a pretty good margin. Right now they have a 4-point lead, and when Scott gets the foul, he thought they called it out of bounds. He was excited for a moment.
Yeah, I thought, what's he hopping around for? But
it's one change that you've seen for the most part is Wayne Scott's been locked up on McGraw's. Holliker slips there for a bucket. After Kirby and Wood picked up those 3 fouls, Wayne Scott drew that assignment. 6-point game, Kai Kirby. Good to see Kai Kirby's older brother, Brody, that played here at Frankfort, back in the area now, him and his wife and kids. Firefighter in the Noblesville area, I believe, Fisher's area, somewhere in there, but offering basketball camps for kids, and he's even coaching at the Boys and Girls Club.
Good thing for Brody, right? Good to see former players come back and help the community out.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing, yeah. Here we're seeing some highlights, things that happening here in the ball game.
There's that big three from a moment ago.
54-48, Gophers up, 5:20 to go in the game. Let's see what Frankfort drew up here on this out-of-bounds opportunity for his team here for the Hot Dogs. They've been looking hard to get the ball underneath for Strode, but Prairie's not having much of that. They've done a good job collapsing on Strode and keeping the ball out on top.
So out of the timeout, 6-point game. Coach Scholl in his first game at the helm of these Hot Dogs. Had some previous coaching stops.
Farley, 3 out of the corner. No dice. Big rebound. Strode back up.
Tried to play through the contact.
Played through the contact. I think there definitely was, but no call. Play on.
Coach Scholl formerly coached at Springs Valley and Rising Sun. And Joe, there was a famous player that looked like that hurt.
That was a little stretch out there for Carson Hale. Let's see the Hot Dogs team's going, or everybody going off the ball, kind of got that leg stretched out a little bit, but hobbling off a little bit, but I think he'll be all right. Easy for me to say. I'm sitting way up here. I'm not the one getting the knee banged around, so.
I think my ACL just tore watching that. Put me on the injury report for next game.
Take you to the tent.
Before he went down, though, Joe, a famous basketball player from Indiana, went to Springs Valley High School.
Who is that, Sean?
Larry Bird.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely.
I was going to tee you up. You teed me up. I got to swing away.
I wanted to pass that one on. I want to give you the assist on that one, Sean. Nicely done. See if the hot dogs here can get him a good look.
Farley trying to dribble out of trouble. Went through the legs that time. Kirby thought that was going to be blocked. He still got the shot off, though. Now 1-on-3. And the trailers, Caden Davis, he gets the bucket.
Good follow through for Davis. Good follow on that.
His first field goal tonight. Now this pass taken away by Harshbarger. Layup up and good.
Big turn of events there for the Gophers. Push it back up to 10-point lead.
3:45 on the clock, a double-digit lead for the Gophers, looking for their third straight victory against Frankfort, their second at Case Arena in a row.
Right now, the Gophers definitely have things in their favor where they won at 3.5 to go, up 10 points.
Now the overall series, going back as far as I can see, is absolutely owned by Frankfort, 25-6 since 1993. But there's been a little bit of a changing of the guard over the last few seasons.
Absolutely.
This Gopher program has gotten a lot better under head coach Chad Peckinpah.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Peckinpah has done an absolute great job out at Clinton Prairie.
That's something Frankfort's hoping to build on with Coach Scholl, is just bring some stability in. Coach Scholl had an assistant last year here for Frankfort, so a familiar face in the building at least.
Absolutely. I think that my understanding is the kids have responded well to him, and I think we'll see good things this year. I really do.
58-48. Foul called against Frankfort here. That'll be the third foul against Davis.
Alex Farley at the line.
You know, all these kids fighting hard, and Joe, I'm sure it's a lot like it was when you and I were much younger. These teams play at each other's open gyms. You meet at the park.
They're very familiar with each other. Then, you know, they know each other. So they know each other's games, and bragging rights are definitely involved here.
So as much as things get a little testy on the floor at times after the game, it's going to be handshakes and high fives, bro hugs, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I expect you're right. I think you're right, yes.
You got to dap them up these days. You know, you give them a little dap, pull them in, bro hug. No cap. Got to keep it 100. All that good stuff.
Gophers with that 9-point lead here going to be, as soon as I was going to say they're going to be really careful with the ball, get a turnover.
Big block by McGraw.
Kirby being aggressive, but Jake McGraw not having that. Just get that out of here.
Frankfort goes up top to Wood. Wood to Kirby. Little hot potato action. Kirby on the three.
There was an opportunity for Kirby where he just got the ball back, caught it, shoot. Good three-point shot by Kirby.
Wilson being hounded now by Kirby. And what do we got here? Timeout from Coach Peckinpah, realizing they were having trouble. 6-point game, full timeout. Allows us to think healthy communities of Clinton County. They want you to know that recovery is possible. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, make sure you reach out to Healthy Communities at 659-6063 or at healthyclintoncounty.org. All kinds of resources available to you, including the New Trinity Hope Center. If you're struggling, there is help out there. What could be our final timeout of the night is also brought to us by our friends at FiberHawk. Now available, FiberHawk fiber internet, super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com. Give them a call at 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Make sure you stay tuned at the conclusion of the night's broadcast. We'll give you our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. And right now, it is a toss-up. This may come down to the final possession.
One of our one of our things we talked about, the seniors play like senior. Which seniors were going to step forward? For the Gophers, it's been a pair of juniors which have really come forward and done a nice job for them, kind of led the way for them tonight.
And McGraw and Harshbarger both in double figures. McGraw with 18, Harshbarger with 17.
The thing you like about McGraw, you watch him play, everything seems to be pretty much under control for him. Never seems to get going too fast. Does a good job.
I believe he is the youngest of 5 brothers, and so he's probably used to the older siblings picking on him a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how many brothers he's got, but I know there's been quite a few that have come through. And with him being the young guy, I'm sure that he had to fight for his own in the driveway. Been playing keep away, and it's knowing your points and your people on the floor, right? And that time Wilson saw the open player, didn't realize it's Davis. He's playing one-handed out there tonight. And he put a Pat Mahomes heater on him.
Travis Kelsey was not underneath the basket on that one, so turnover for the Gophers. Frankfort still life here for the Hot Dogs, down 6 with the ball with 1:50 to go, so there's plenty of time.
Now, the Swifties would argue that the greatest catch that Travis Kelsey's ever made is Taylor Swift, right? That's what my teenage daughters tell me.
I would know that. Yes, I would hear that.
Can you tell how cool I am with all the jokes?
I do that, Sean.
I just want to make sure that I've got a rep to protect.
I'm impressed.
Farley, 3 on the way. No.
Frankfort got a great look by Farley. Just didn't make it. Ball out of bounds, Clinton Prairie.
Call Kirby out of bounds there. Tried to get the save. 90 seconds to go. 6-point game. Anything's still possible here. Still time on the clock.
Frankfort picking up full court.
Wood gets a hand on it.
A little bad luck there for the Hot Dogs. Bounce right back to the Gophers after a possible turnover.
And we get a foul here against Frankfort. Kai Kirby draws it. That's his 4th.
3 team fouls on the Dogs, 2 on the Gophers.
Still with a few more fouls to give.
That seems funny saying that in high school, doesn't it? Fouls to give. That doesn't seem right.
Holliker with it. Strode comes out and attacks. Loose ball. Wood in there with it. Holliker in there tied up, and
they
call Frankfort for a foul.
I believe they did. Somebody got their hand in it. I think Doug Wood.
Tough call that time. So Wood, that was actually number 5. I had him for 4. They've got 5 up on the board. So Doug Wood fouls out tonight, the senior. 2 points in the contest, 5 fouls. Tough night for Doug.
There'll be better nights for him.
And now an anticipation foul is what I would call that one.
For all the things you see in a game, I didn't see anything there on that call, but Carson Hill picks up a foul.
I think that's where the official looks up and says there's a minute. They got to start fouling.
Gophers got the right player at the line for him.
McGraw rattles it home. 19 points for the junior, and I will find out as this season goes along. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of Frankfort and Clinton Prairie games on our airwaves, but Jake McGraw has to be quickly climbing the all-time scoring leader charts. I know your 1 and 2 scorers are Jordan Brewer and Cale Morris from the boys' side of things, but I would think Jake McGraw's got to be getting into that top 10.
He'd be getting close, and he's got 2 full years to go.
Yeah.
So he will continue to climb that chart. Frankfort looking at a tough hill to climb, 8 points down with a minute to go.
Player slipped on the floor. We've seen that quite a bit tonight. A lot of perspiration. Farley, three. No, a little short. Kirby on the rebound. He'll draw the foul on Osler. Osler lost his shoe as well.
Farley has had a couple good looks here. The last couple times for Frankfort not able to knock down the three, but those are shots that I like for Farley to take.
To your point early on when I was talking about I hope they don't fall in love with the three, you did. You made a great correction there. You said, but the ones they're taking they should take. They're open. And that was a good look there for Farley.
Good
Kirby,
look.
great cut.
Good look.
Kai Kirby with 8. And McGraw's just doing anything he can to get to the inbounds, get the ball, and then hold it.
Yeah, he's going to. Gophers working hard to make sure he's the one getting the ball when they gets inbounds so he can be the foul and get to the line.
To show you how good of a scorer he was, again, I told you earlier, he went over 30 points 6 times last year. But he was over 20 points 17 times. His lowest scoring output as a sophomore last year, 13 points. He was still in double figures. He was never held to single digits last year.
Solid. Very solid.
Farley looking for Wayne Scott. Wagner knocked down a couple earlier. Strode spins out of trouble, gets to the other side of the bucket and scores. And it has been a while since Strode had touched the basketball.
Yeah, Clinton Prairie's done a great job on him in the second half. Ball out of bounds. The clock continued to run there.
Full timeout taken by the Gophers. Frankfort still just hanging around. I mean, they're right there. Gophers doing a good job of keeping them at a puncher's distance.
With Gophers having the ball out of bounds, 27 and a half to go. Frankfort obviously needs a quick turnover here.
A couple of teams in the Sagamore Conference had games last night. Crawfordsville and North Montgomery both got out to 1-0 starts. I always thought that was kind of crazy that I thought we all started on Wednesday. We got a couple of games started early on a Tuesday. Taylor got a win last night in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. The Gophers will have to deal with them. And Carroll with a surprising upset loss. They start their season 0-1.
Who did the Cougars lose to?
Let me look that up because I had that earlier and I was a little surprised.
Maybe a little bit of the football blues hangover?
Could be. And maybe they didn't have full strength either because they played in semi-state. They
didn't maybe have enough practices and all that.
So the more I talk through that, maybe it wasn't that big of an upset.
Well, we'll see.
But still, they don't lose a lot.
No,
Carroll's had some really good teams.
And they have a lot of those players back again this year, so.
22 seconds. Frankfort's got a foul here to extend the clock, and they get it to McGraw. He'll head to the free throw line. They got beat by Lewis Cass last night.
Okay.
52-47 was that score.
You would expect the Carroll Cougars to smooth that out and have another good year on the hardwood for themselves this year.
McGraw has hit all 5 of his free throws taken here in the fourth quarter.
Missed a couple early on in the game, but he smoothed that out.
He's got 23 points in the contest. Carson Held checks out. Good to see him back on the floor after that slide he took earlier as well.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good to show no ill effects of that.
Lucas Wagner comes back in for him. McGraw leaves this one short. Now here comes Frankfort. Got to get it up quickly. Kirby does. Can't draw iron, and then off the foot of Osler. He says, darn it, Mom, why did I have to have these size 16 shoes?
If he'd had 15 size, it would have been their ball, right?
Just caught the toes there. Kirby down the lane. Now the Gophers will hold, and I don't know that they'll foul again, but Kirby, yeah, he will. Playing to the final buzzer, and you can't
knock
say anything negative about that either.
Nope.
Again, a fantastic night of basketball here from Case Arena.
Clinton Prairie is going to come in and get the victory, a well-earned victory by the Gophers. Played very well. Disappointing defeat for the Hot Dogs, but I expect Frankfort to rebound and have a great season this year.
Wilson misses the free throw. A make here for Wilson would get him into double figures tonight. He's got 9. Can't get that one to go either. Broadcaster jinx in full effect tonight. Wayne Scott from half court, no. And that's going to do it. Your final 63-56. The Gophers have now won 3 straight versus Frankfort. And they've taken 2 in a row here at Case Arena. Joe, your final thoughts on tonight's broadcast?
Thought both teams for the first game had some positives for the Hot Dogs. Some things to work on. They did have some positives. Great start to the first quarter. Got off to a quick lead, but Clinton Prairie kind of took control midway through that first quarter. Played very well. Jake McGraw had another fine game. He and Harshbarger led the Gophers tonight, and Frankfort didn't get the win, but you see some positives there, Sean, that I think the Frankfort will build on and do well.
Absolutely agree. Our Frankfort Eagles, Clinton County Player of the Game tonight, the leading scorer of the game. It was Jake McGraw. He finished with 23 points tonight and was absolutely fantastic for Clinton Prairie, the junior. Off to a great start here in his junior season. So hats off to Jake McGraw and the Clinton Prairie Gophers as they get this one 63-56. We want to thank our tremendous ISC Sports crew as always, and we want to thank our closing sponsors as well as the Frankfort Eagles. We'll just leave them on the screen, post 976, where they are people helping people. By Davis Comfort Solutions, providing residential and commercial HVAC installation, repair, and maintenance all over central Indiana. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. And by FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. It's going to do it for our coverage tonight from Frankfort High School. A special shout out to Richard Slee and our tremendous Hot Dog TV crew. For Joe Rook, I'm Sean Walker. Your final from Case Arena, 63-56. The Gophers over the Hot Dogs. Have a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels over the holidays. Good night, everyone.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
For the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, you need a managed Wi-Fi service with advanced Blast Wi-Fi. Blast Wi-Fi systems provide ultimate coverage, ultimate performance, and ultimate power all the time. Available from Mulberry Telecommunications, Blast Wi-Fi systems feature the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology and are equipped with unrivaled bandwidth and 4 times more simultaneous connections so you can connect tons of devices throughout your home with no lag and no downtime. Plus, with 24/7 support and remote troubleshooting, you can rest assured that Mulberry Telecommunications is always here to help you should any issues arise. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Blast Wi-Fi is now included with Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet packages. Contact Mulberry Telecommunications at 296-2885 today to get started.
I think you got to put it right on top of the backboard. Or behind it so you can look through the glass.
On the backboard.
That's what we do with the slam cam at Marion. It's fantastic. It's called Camera 9.
Camera 9. You don't go that often.
We got Camera 9.
Figure 9.